Hello, everyone. Today, I'd like to make the case for why presence beats optimism, on why being present, being in the moment, in the now, is more important and even better than hoping for a good future. Early on, as kids, we have been taught by our loved ones in school to always hope for better days. And for those of us who grew up in religious contexts, we have been taught that to hope is in fact a virtue. It is something to aspire to. And of course, there's nothing wrong with that. I think one should still exist and live life with hope, reasonable hope, for a reasonable future. But many times, to rely on hope alone and forsaking everything else first runs the risk of idolizing the future, of putting the future in a pedestal. We may perhaps hope that by some magical means, our boss will just suddenly become kinder to us. We could hope that through some stroke of magic, suddenly, without any external input, our incomes will just grow for no reason. And secondly, putting hope for the future alone above everything else runs the risk of undermining what we have now and undermining and ignoring our present circumstances. For example, one may hope to become a famous celebrity, but one is actually not doing anything, not even posting on any kind of social media, nothing, to achieve that hope. And on the flip side, we may keep on hoping, keep on being optimistic about one day owning this grand fancy house. But in so doing, we actually fail to recognize the beauty of our own current abode. And one of the leading and modern thinkers of the present, this German teacher named Eckhart Tolle, actually goes to the extremist length of saying that for human beings, nothing else actually really matters. We have no grand purpose, no grand reason for being here, except to be, except to exist. No grand purpose, but to be in the present. And for Eckhart Tolle, not being in the present and not putting our gaze in the now is actually the culprit for majority of the problems we face. It is the reason for dejection, for disappointment. If one looks too much into the future, and conversely, it is also the reason for obsession, for depression, if one gets stuck and fixates in the past. Which is why, for Toll, nothing else matters more than being in the now, in the present. And one could say that that is the purpose of being human. It's just something to think about, and of course, there's nothing wrong for me in hoping for better days. But may we never also forget the present. Because after all, the present is really the only thing we have, and it always will be. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you again in our next video.